Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
How are we doing, everybody? Good morning, all the way around the world. United States, Canada, everywhere. Hopefully, maybe you're in Germany, Norway. Either way, welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Guten Tag, good morning. 9 a.m. viewing today. Nick Johnston here. To my left, Mike Napolitano. How you doing, Mike?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, all good. Back from the vacay.
Trip.
Yeah, back from the vacay. I probably can't tell. Still as pale as can be. I got like 1 day of sun. Down there in Florida. But it was fun all the way around. But glad to be back in the break room. Glad to see a lot of got some different changes. Got a can't miss jersey / mini together. Got a college, not only just a regular rep personal, we got a college rep personal. That's pretty solid. No longer the exclusive basketball. We got some exclusive hockey. So we're ready to roll here all the way across the board. Pretty good box wise. Like I said, we're close to finishing off at least 5 different series, maybe getting some more in there. So that'd be pretty fantastic. All the way around, guys and gals, we're looking fantastic. Like I said, 6 boxes left in the minis. We got 3 headliners. 8 boxes left in the diamonds. 2 headliners there. Vault section, you got 3 headliners on 8 boxes. 3 on the practice. 3 headliners on 6 boxes in the practice squad. 6 on 8 boxes in the college half and half. That's pretty solid. My favorite so far, 70% chance in the hockey section. And then pretty good, healthy in the can't miss 1 and 4 or the can't miss jerseys as well, 16 on 23. Let's go ahead and establish a show before we do our top to bottom rundown. We're pretty close in that vault section, if I'm not mistaken. I think 1 away in that single. But we got to go ahead and get our dice roll and our chase wheel spin on the day. Good morning, everybody, guys and gals all the way around. Thanks again for joining in this morning. So let's get this stuff going. We need a 6 or higher, as we usually do. I press the roll dice, and it's not doing it. Hold on. There we go. 10 times around. That's what we'll be working with today. So 10 times around on the dice roll. We need our chase wheel spin on the day. Like I said, plenty of series to go ahead and close out, and that'll give us a little extra nice incentive to get that UA gift card in there as well. So let's go ahead and flip on over and see what our chase wheel spin is on the day. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and spin around as I do. Mike, what's your guess? What is going to land on? What do you think it's going to land on?
You know me. I like hockey. Let's go with hockey. Can we get
just
hockey?
passed it by.
Oh, okay. Well, vault's pretty good too.
But the vault is pretty good. Exactly right. There's one away on that vault single, so we got a nice little incentive to go ahead and not only get some closer magic, but to also go ahead and get some UA cash back in your pocket. So let's go ahead and do that. So the vault is going to be our chase wheel spin this morning at the 9 a.m. hour. So let's go ahead and do that. Vault section, ready to roll. Unfortunately, like I said, no vault keys, but still 3 headliners on 8 boxes in there. We're looking for LaDainian Tomlinson on an authentic, Puka Nacua on a rep, and Brett Favre on an authentic as well. And while we do that, while I talk about it, let's just not talk about it. Let's go ahead and be about it. Let me go ahead and show you what we're working with in today's live break room on the morning. By the way, just so you know, I went ahead and checked. There are 4 more headliner packages. I think it says sold out on the website. If you want to go ahead and switch that up, go for it.
Yeah,
That'd be perfect. Let the people at home be able to go ahead and snag those headliner packages. I'll go ahead and explain that further on once we get through this little top to bottom rundown here, guys and gals. So let's hit the UA break live break site. Let me go ahead and copy, and I'll paste it down here into the chat down below. What's up, Derek? Good morning, Mike and Nick. So there you go. No rip this morning. He'll be back probably tomorrow. I think he's usually.
He's Tuesday through Saturday.
Yep. I take this 9 a.m. slot here during the weekend and on Sunday. But then it's Rip basically here on out, taking care of the 9 a.m. shows. Does a fantastic job of doing so. So that's good to get that done. Like I said, over here on the UA break page. Good morning, everybody. We're here, ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and get to the vault first, because that is our. Like I said, we're 1 away on the single. Might as well drop that link down below as well. Man, we're this. Unfortunately, the website going at a snail's pace at the moment. Kind of happens just kind of how we usually do. The website's got to get going. We got to get going as a whole. You know, we got to wake up. Vault single, 1 away. You can get me 1 to go. There we go. Come on now. There we are. Like I said, vault section, we're looking for LaDainian Tomlinson on an authentic, Puka Nacua on a rep helmet, and then a Brett Favre authentic. Let's go ahead and take a quick little look. Actually, breaking news this morning for the Packers. I asked our guy Jay August if he's in here, Jeff August. Jair Alexander gonna get cut from the Packers. We'll see how that goes for the squad. So yeah, Brett Favre over here on this authentic with the green visor. We have also as well, like I said, Puka Nacua available on the rep right here on the Rave rep, and then also the LaDainian Tomlinson right above with the MVP inscription on there. Yeah, yep. Like I said, you get to see my face 2 times a week at the 9 a.m. hour, and then I usually just take care of. I'm basically here all day on Sunday, but. Didn't do it yesterday. Like I said, I was dealing with Orlando Airport coming back from that. That was a little bit of a headache, but that's all right. We're back. We're back. Speaking of back, welcome back to the Stanley Cup Final, and we're here in the hockey section where I said this is probably your best selection, best chance at a headliner. 70% chance. You got 7 headliners on 10 boxes here. Ooh, lucky to whoever had that Connor Bedard Funko Pop. That's nice. That's minty. I'm a big collectible guy, especially my Blackhawks as well. But over here still available is Marc-Andre Fleury on a mini helmet, looks like. Sergei Bobrovsky. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be the test of, hey, Nick, do you know how to say these last names? Good luck. Steve Zerman. I know. Yeah, exactly. You'll be able to help me on this one.
That's Iserman.
Thank you. I think that happens all the time, I'm sure. Martin St. Louis. Got that one. You're going to have to get this one probably as well. Jerome Ignala.
Well, so it's Martin Saint Louis.
Okay.
It's very French, and then it's Jerome McGinley.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it the American way. Martin St. Louis. And then Pavel Datsuk, and then Steven Stamkos, of course. A little bit easier on the way out on that one. Those are those last 2 names, secondary headliners.
You
not
got
pictured.
Bobrovsky though.
Yeah. Not too bad on that one. Not too bad on that one.
That's timely. Him in the Stanley Cup Final right now with Florida, probably arguably one of the best goaltenders in the league right now.
And I mean, back to back overtimes for the Stanley Cup already is going to be I got a feeling in my bones. It's going to be a nice little extension in this. Probably going 7. We're probably going 7 in this Stanley Cup.
I'll give you a little behind the scenes. I was talking with some of our guys in the. In the warehouse, namely Luke, who puts a lot of these series together, and he was deciding which names to put as headliners, and even I sat there and I was like, ooh, that's a toss-up. So there's a lot of really good stuff in this and more section as well.
That'd be great.
That Martin St. Louis jersey too, with his silhouette in there with the light. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that thing is sick.
Good morning, Ty. Adam, I have watched hockey before. I usually watch it on mute because they're going so fast. Who cares? Ready to roll, right? Like I said, hop in there. This is probably, like I said, best headliner to box ratio at 70%. 7 headliners on 10 boxes here in this hockey section. Hop on in, dive on in, and it'll be good to go. Oh, is there any, I'm sorry. Usually, let me go ahead and double check because usually we got something special going on with other ones. But there we go. Good to go. Like I said, nice to see our guys. Like I said, Connor Bedard was in there, but that'd be good. Good morning. Like I said, nice group today. 18 people across the board on our Facebook, Twitch, and the YouTube side of things. We're gonna, like I said, make sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, making sure this break page grows and grows and grows. Over here in this can't miss jersey and mini. Ooh, little smorgasbord, a little bit of both right here. A little taste of probably, like I said, usually the 2 are the cheaper options here on the UA Break Room. This is kind of like a taste test, almost like a, hey, let me get my collection started with these options right here. So we're looking for a couple of different names and jerseys and minis. Got Terrell Owens on our jersey, Eric Coryell on our jersey, Michael Irvin, Dan Moreno, Julius Peppers, Josh Allen, all on jerseys. Over in the minis now, John Elway, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Joe Burrow, Joe Montana, and Randy Moss. Secondary headliners include Eric Dickerson, Mike Ditka, Warren Moon, and Sterling Sharp.
Nice.
Dalton asking for box 12. No boxes yet, so maybe next time.
A little early jump to the gun there.
Yeah.
Unless
So I appreciate the enthusiasm as always.
I don't see a personal in here for you, my man. If you wanted to buy a personal and jump on in there,
Always can hop in, guarantee yourself a dub with the personal. So go ahead and do that, whether it be a jersey personal, a mini personal. Now we got a huddle up personal for the regular old helmets, and then now a college rep personal. So go ahead and hop in those different sections. While we're doing that, I can also show you a practice squad. Practice squad is 3 headliners on 8 boxes here. We're looking for Kurt Warner on a rep helmet. Oh, man, we are slowly loading today. Bijan Robinson on an authentic. And then AJ Green on the Salute to Service authentic up here as well. Let me see that Bijan. Where's Bijan? Nice on that black Atlanta Falcons lid. Love looking at that. Again, nice little collection of Funkos, but already gone is that Lawrence Taylor. So practice squad looking good as well. He's got 3 headliners on 8 boxes there. Into our diamond section where we got 2 headliners on 8 boxes in there as well. So like I said, these with the diamonds, the minis, the vault, the practice squad, all being one of our mainstays, one of these things that we constantly recycle and get you in and out. Close out those, we'll get you a fresh brand new set of minis, fresh brand new set of diamonds, vault, and a practice squad if we close out all these today. So let's go ahead and keep looking around. Diamond section, we're looking for Kurt Warner on a Speed Flex. Man, oh man, we be getting some minty, and I mean minty chromes from Kurt Warner. And these have been just short of fantastic as well. You see the old school, almost that is the St. Louis Rams logo on that one with the gold, yellowish face mask and visor. I've really grown to like his signature, getting to look at it a lot, and it's been growing on me for sure. So that white ink bounces off of that blue chrome and really sticks out for you. Fantastic piece right there, like I said, as well as the Bijan Robinson as well down here on the Atlanta Falcons slate. With the black visor to match, and then the silver face mask to match the silver coloring that's going on throughout. Absolutely amazing. Looking around. Oh, actually, let's take a quick look. Let's take a closer look at that Kurt Warner. Whew. Ty says, good morning, Derek. I think it's just under 60. There we go. Yeah, it is just under 63s. We're at 57 made 3-pointers. So a total of $285 for that basketball NBA Finals gift card as of right now. And that's going to keep going up.
Through 2 games. That's insane.
Through 2 games. 2 games right there. And like I said, spin around town. This is Kurt Warner Chrome currently in the diamond section. So yeah, that NBA Finals is going to keep going up. We're almost already at $300. Almost already at a $300 gift card. And like I said, 3 more games guaranteed because you got to go 5. We're at least going to be getting 5 because Indiana stole 1 in the first game. And I mean, I'm going to say stole one. Absolutely stole one.
Yeah, no doubt.
You only led the game for 0.3 seconds. Yeah, you stole that game. Absolutely crazy. That got a big pop out of me. I'm surprised no one at the Disney resort complained on me when I was yelling, hooting, and hollering watching that game. That was absolutely amazing. College half and half over here. Always make the college half and half fully full. We got Drew Brees over on the Purdue Authentic. All those smarty pantses over there at Purdue putting us on the moon. We got Bo Jackson on this Heisman winner Speed Flex. Gorgeous on the gold right there. And then Steve Young on the BYU Speed Flex down below on this bottom right. And then secondary headliners include Bruce Smith, Terrell Davis, and Tyreek Hill. Ooh, we going, like I said, nice little college absorption. Like, always love the college series that we do, like the college reps that we just put up. And maybe down the line, I would love it. Again, might be a little niche, but would love to see if maybe we can get a college jersey series going sometime soon. That'd be pretty cool. Like I said, everyone likes everyone's got their guys. So college half and half looking pretty solid. Let's go ahead and see what else are we looking at. What else haven't we got to? Talked about that. Let's go ahead and hit the practice squad really quick. I think that's we already talked about the practice squad. I think we're just going to go ahead and hit our regular old minis down here. So let's go ahead and talk about the minis that are left. This is the regular mini section. We got 3 headliners on 6 boxes, so a 50% chance there. And once we clear out those, there's not only minis in the mini section, but then, like I said, there's also minis in that can't miss jersey / mini section. So hop in over there as well. Our mini section, though, includes Jamar Chase, Ray Lewis, and then AJ Green. Oh, my apologies. That was Jamar Chase, Ray Lewis, and OJ Simpson. My apologies. I read the last name off the wrong one. Jamar Chase, Ray Lewis, and OJ Simpson in the minis. OJ Simpson on that Salute to Service Buffalo Bills lid right there. We got Ray Lewis on the classic Baltimore Ravens lid, and then Jamar Chase on that the white Bengal tiger, the white tiger right there. Love that lid. Absolutely fantastic. Derek says, would love to see a baseball series. Oh, yeah. We kind of, only timely right now that we just did a basketball. It was creeping up on the finals, so made sense there. Stanley Cup, same deal. Crept up on there, so we got a hockey series. I'm sure when it's, the dog days of summer, when it's just baseball, we'll have a purely baseball series. So don't worry, it comes and goes, my guy Derek. So it's all good. Just always be on the lookout. Always be on the break site. Always on the UA break page for when this stuff drops. Be on the lookout for alerts as well from your email. This is when I do my little Dora the Explorer. I make sure we hit everything. Talked about the minis, the diamonds, the practice squad. Talked about that jersey can't miss and minis. Talked about the vault and talked about that hockey series as well as the college. So I think we did our due diligence. Now it's just up to you guys. What are we looking for? What are we trying to get into? Like I said, 1 to go in that vault single, and that is our Chase wheel spin on the day. So definitely hop in there. Guarantee yourself a Chase wheel spin. Maybe get some UA cash back into your pocket. Will there be more hockey series coming in the future? Oh, yeah, I can only assume. We're always, like I said, always trying to get the exclusive series out there for you guys. It's just kind of, try to spread it out as much as we can. Don't want to overwhelm anybody with that. Sometimes, when you put out too much of a good thing, is that possible? I think,
Yeah.
How can you miss us if you don't go away type deal?
Too saturated, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. There you go. Much better put than I would say. Exactly right, folks. So where do we want to go? Like I said, I'm close. We're close on that one. Like I said, 1 to go on that vault single, deep ball single. Otherwise, 3 to go on a hockey, I believe. I can go ahead and drop that link down below as well.
That's the double box.
Yeah, the double box hockey. There you go, hockey. Double box. We are 3 to go there. There we go. 3 to go in the double box hockey. Otherwise, I think we were also 3 to go somewhere else. 3 to go in the single box pump fake diamond. Let me go ahead and drop that link down below as well. Yeah, didn't get many souvenirs, but also but came home with this lingering cough because, like I said, very, very hot. I guess I panicked when I got back to my hotel room and just chugged a big old glass of faucet water and didn't really know that that's a big no-no down in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, that was the big difference. Like, my girlfriend's like, she's not sick at all. She's like wondering why I got so, I'm just all boogers right now. And I'm like, yeah, because I could take a big old gulp of faucet water. So you're good to go there, darling. I had to take one for the team. So diamond single is 3 to go as well. Those would be the closest 3, folks. 3 to go in the pump fake single, 1 to go in the vault single, and then 3 to go in the hockey double box. Yeah, it's just all well water. Like I said, I messed up big time. That was the big no-no. They get you. They really get you. You're supposed to buy one of those like Disney cups, and you're able to basically fill it up just about any station. Yeah, overlooked that one. I was like, yeah, we'll be fine. Maybe I'll save $1. Nah, I think that was the big conclusion. You can't save $1 down in Disney. It's just not possible. It's simply not possible. What's left in the hockey and the vault? Let me get you really quick. Hockey section, like I said, 7 headliners on 10. If we want to go ahead and laugh at, I think that's just the goal. Maybe just to laugh at Nick and how he can't say all these names. Marc-Andre Fleury, Sergei Bobrovsky, Steve Yzerman. Thank you, very cool. Martin Saint-Louis, Jerome Iginla. There we go. That's also sometimes in my brain it's just like, you're going to say it like this no matter what. So, and then Pavel Datsyuk and then Steven Stamkos, all ready to go in the hockey section. And then you said the vault. Vault is looking like LaDainian Tomlinson on an authentic, Puka Nacua on a rep, and Brett Favre on an authentic. Yeah. $25 for those mugs now? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that ain't going to roll. That ain't going to fly with me. I'll gladly deal with a cough than spend $25. No, I'm just kidding. No, they get you. They get you in just about everything. But like I said, it's fun. It's magical. It was really hot. I would recommend going basically any other time that's not June or July. But yeah, it was fun. It was absolutely fun. It was like I said, first time the gal was down there, so it was, like I said, doing all the little things, the Epcot, getting the passport stamped. Tried to use that Epcot passport when I got back to the real airport. Maybe that was the reason why I got thrown out. I did write Guardians. 3-hour wait for Guardians. It was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. It is probably the best ride currently at the park. Marino left in the can't miss. Let me see. Dan Marino, hold on. I don't want to. Yes, Dan Marino in the jersey. Yes, he is still available in the can't miss jerseys and minis. Yes, Floyd. Yeah, honestly, that Guardians ride. It said 3 hours. I think it was right around 2.5 hour wait actually, but very much worth it. I'll tell you what's not worth it. If you're talking newer rides, that Tron ride was brutal. Not only was it was delayed as soon as I was next. That didn't help me. And then the wait was like 50 minutes, sure. But the ride wasn't that good, honestly. Oh. It puts you in the form of the bike.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to put your neck up like that if you want to see anything. It was kind of annoying. And then, like I said, too quick for the wait that you would end up waiting for. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know. I'm not a huge coaster like. I'm gonna grade this coaster. This coaster's better than this coaster. Like, I'm not like a roller coaster snob, but I know what's worth my time and what's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. It was absolutely fantastic. Like I said, the only thing that we didn't do park wise was Animal Kingdom. That's just because we had bought a package that it was Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. I initially thought that it was Magic Kingdom included in there, not Hollywood Studios, but I was wrong. So I had to eat the cost and still had to go to Magic Kingdom because you have to. That's the meat and potatoes of Disney. You have to. So, but there we go, guys. Where do we want to go? Oh, actually, well, I'll say one last thing, and then we'll get to let me center our focus. This is the big one. So everyone was making a big hullabaloo about the Muppets 3D going down at Hollywood Studios. Was able to get one last viewing in there. That was pretty fun, but also one last viewing of that Aerosmith roller coaster because they're rebranding it. Yeah. So the Muppets are moving to that roller coaster. That Muppets World is now going to be a Monsters Inc. land. So the Disney adults are going crazy. They're not very much enjoying that, but
gosh, yeah.
Whatever. I get it. It was actually, for fun fact, it was like one of John Henson's last like things he ever worked on. And then,
so it's kind of
it's kind of it's sentimental. It's pretty important. I grew up riding that before too, so it was actually pretty cool. Like getting to see that one more time, having the gal experience it for the first time. So that was pretty cool too. So all fun and games. Truly, it is magical down there. It is pretty fun. And I found a hidden Mickey. Over at one of the restaurants. So
did you? Did you get something for that?
No, I just snapped it and put it up on my story. I think. You probably can, there's probably, sites that you're like, oh, where's all the hidden Mickeys at? You, can report it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. I'm not a Disney adult like that. Where are we headed, folks? Like I said, 1 to go in that vault single. We're 3 to go in the hockey, 3 to go in that other diamond single. So where are we headed? Where do we want to go? Also saw the new Lilo and Stitch down there as well. That was pretty cool.
Is it? Oh yeah, it's the somewhat live action.
Yeah.
And then CGI
live action with it. For what it's worth, the animation, the Stitch looks flawless. Honestly, for anyone that's complaining about that movie, it's like, oh, it didn't do this, it didn't do that. Relax. It's a kids movie.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep. I'll hear you out if you're like, I'm Hawaiian and I felt like it didn't represent my culture right. Okay, that's fine. I'll hear you out on that one. But if it's just like, oh, she didn't say this during this part, bro, relax. I had somebody on, went back and forth on my comment section on Instagram the other day because of that. It's like, bro, it's not that deep.
Yeah. Relax.
Take a step back. If you think this movie was for you and you're 25 and older, you're not that guy, pal. It's not for you. You're not the main character. But however, where you can be the main character, right here in this break room. Be the main character. You can be the main character getting some dubs. You're getting a personal. You can go ahead and hop in the rep personals, and then not just a huddle up rep personal. You can get Bo Jackson, Kurt Warner, J.J. Watt, Warren Moon, A.J. Green, Patrick Willis, Ricky Williams, Jameson Williams, Kyron Williams, also Jalen Carter and Frank Gore, all in the rep personal section, but also in the college rep personal section. Very brand new, a little bit cheaper than the regular rep helmets by a couple dollars, but you're getting the same quality names. Tyreek Hill, that wasn't very ladylike. Tyreek Hill, AJ Green, Warren Moon, LaShawn McCoy, Jameson Williams, also in this section, Tim Brown, Jordy Nelson, Michael Vick, Chris Olave, ooh, nice, Jared Verse, Odell Beckham Jr., Joe Theismann, Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, and secondary headliners include Chris Johnson, Charles Haley, and Michael Singletary. So we're stocked up with reps. Like I said, we're back up with a couple of headliner packages up and ready to roll in there as well. So any which way you guys want to go, we're available. We can do it. Who wants to close out that vault single? Close out that vault single. The vault is the Chase wheel spin on the day. We can guarantee we're going to get some UA cash back in you guys' pocket. Let's do that. Waiting for the How to Train Your Dragon live action this Friday. Yeah, I've heard that's going to be pretty good too. I heard that's been not too shabby. Again, everyone and their mother is going to overanalyze it and rip it apart. But if you're just going to go in there with like, hey, I don't care. Like this is a kid's movie. I'm just going to have some fun. Then just do that. Not everything is Oppenheimer. Not everything is The Departed. Like not everything needs to be picked apart and given awards. Let's just have some fun at the theater. I think the best example of that was the Minecraft movie. You know, honestly, I haven't seen it yet myself, but just the environment that once was the movie theater, yeah, that's fun. That's cool. Make the theater cool again. I don't know. It's just as opposed to like sitting at home and like, oh, it's finally back on streaming. Let me sit here and be on my phone. And yeah, if you like that, cool. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the old nostalgia in me that like sitting at the theater, enjoying it. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I don't want to get on my soapbox so early this morning. Go to the theater, folks. Enjoy the movies. Just don't talk during, because had to do that during the Lilo and Stitch movie. Actually, I had to turn around and be like, "Hey guys, I didn't pay $40 for you guys to talk this entire time. That'd be great if you just shut your yap." I didn't say it like that. It would have been good to pull out my Chris Farley though. That'd have been pretty solid. Scare some tourists.
That's a good point to be going back to the movies. You know,
Go back to the theater.
I haven't gotten there myself, but I will say that I try to make it a point to if a new movie that I want to see is coming out, don't just wait for streaming. That's not fun.
Exactly. It's not. The whole point of it is to go with your buddies, whoever it is, your guy, gal, it doesn't matter. Enjoy the film. You reminisce. You talk about it afterward. That's the whole point. Not to sit there and be like, okay, as soon as it's done, now I can go online and complain about it.
Yeah.
Like that's. I feel like that's what everyone's game plan is with all that. What was it? And then not only that, you go to those theaters now. They're making a big effort to really get those popcorn buckets going. Those specialized popcorn buckets for every movie. For I think Lilo and Stitch, it was like Stitch holding a pineapple, and then inside the pineapple is where you put the popcorn. I think they are tricking you on a couple of those. Sometimes it's probably not as much popcorn as you would get regularly, but popcorn bucket's cool. Go to the theater. Only after you get some spots here in the break room, though. I think we've had some people that do that too. We've had some people streaming us while they're at the theater. They've even admitted to that. They're like, yeah, took the kids to so-and-so. I got you guys up over here. What's in the vault section? I've had that conversation before. Or the classic, can you type the headliners? I'm in the theater. Oh, man. Creeping up on 9:30, folks. 30 minutes into today. What is it looking like? How are we doing? How are we feeling? Good morning. 11 people so far. We've had a couple more getting in, making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing across all of our platforms, not just on the Twitch side of things, not just on the YouTube side of things, not just on the Facebook side of things, but over on Instagram as well, and then over on TikTok as well as also. Just the other day, I was watching, I think Ricky and Steven, a new customer came in. They asked like same exact question. How'd you hear about us? It was through Instagram. Because actually, I've had some Instagram videos go viral. That's been pretty fun. That Colorado Rockies video, that one just went. That was like the most one coming back. Ooh, a drive-in theater. That'd be pretty cool.
They're going out of style.
I don't. Yeah, some were. I think they're still around. I've yet to do that myself. Because I personally don't. There is one locally around here, I think, but it's just a little ways away from me, so I just haven't done it. But that'd be pretty cool. And that new meme too of, I don't know if you saw, it was they do the drive. They're like, let's normalize this. Let's do a drive-in theater, but let's watch baseball instead.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that. I have not seen that.
Someone wanted to do, like I said, I think it was just like MLB memes did that probably, but it's like, let's normalize this, do a drive-in theater, and let's catch a game or two. That'd actually be pretty solid. I maybe prefer that if it was like NFL Red Zone, just pull up, sit there for 7 hours, and then pull out. That'd be fantastic. Go home, listen to the Sunday night game on the ride home. Watching Red Zone with like 1,000 other sickos in their car. But where are we headed, folks? Let us know. Like I said, anything and everything, guys and gals. Anything and everything. 3 to go still in that hockey section. If you want to see me, and if you want to embarrass me and see me pronounce these names again, let's go ahead and do that. Also looking around, like I said, 3 to go on the single pump fake diamond. We're looking for Kurt Warner on Speedflex and Bijan Robinson on there as well. And then still 1 to go. 1 to go. Let's close out that single box deep ball vault. Let's get a chase wheel spin going. Let's do it. Closer magic. Hopefully that closer magic carries over, either gets you a dub or maybe, like I said, maybe gets you a little bit of luck into that chase wheel spin as well. But there we have it. So, I mean, we can look around the league, obviously. Last night, not too exciting in the NBA Final. NBA Final. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it the NBA Final? Yes, NBA Finals. Not too exciting there, other than, like I mentioned, I guess, you know, maybe it's up to you guys at home. Are you guys rooting for an exciting series, or are you guys just rooting for 3-pointers because you want that gift card to grow and grow and grow? I'm 50-50. I just kind of want the games to be somewhat competitive, to be any sort of exciting. But a 123-107 win for the Thunder last night. Not the best game all around for Halliburton, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has another 30-point performance. $20 off the bench for Al Caruso, and 18 for Aaron Wiggins. Yeah, like I said, didn't really catch all too much. I was catching up on some sleep / there was actually a lot of wrestling over the weekend, so I had to catch up on that as well. So that was fun. And then, like I said, we'll see. I'm with Rick Carlisle. If the Pacers going to be, you know, if they want to make a statement or like really get going, they're gonna have to be. The fans are just gonna have to be just as loud as the Thunder fans. So that was a ruckus arena. That was loud, probably very much distracting. So we'll see if the Pacers fans can go ahead and get that figured out. And then so far so good in this NHL final. 2 games down, 3 overtimes technically, because one went in a double overtime on Friday.
Right.
It's just been back and forth, an absolute slugfest. Monday tonight is Game 3, in Florida, and they are favorite tonight. You leaning towards, again, another close competitor? Is the safe bet maybe just bet for overtime? Is that going to be the one?
I don't know, actually. I mean, I think it's going to be a close game, but trying to
personally, I think we're due
overtime
for a 2-1, 1-0 final in this one. Or at least in the
I think
next
it's going to be
games.
much lower scoring. I think
so,
both teams
too.
are going to lock it down a little bit more because we've had a 4-3 final. No. Well, yeah, 5-4,
Yep.
and I think a 4-3.
Yep. Yeah, exactly
So,
right.
yeah.
So looking to go there. Oilers, Panthers tonight. Let's see. That would be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Driving is about 45 minutes from me. 12 per person for 2. That's awesome. Dude, that's awesome. If you can get any sort of deal like that. So basically it comes out to like $6 a movie for per person. That's awesome. And like I said, a 45-minute drive. Let the hair down. That's pretty cool. That's really, really awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, this is going to be fun again. Like I said, I think maybe overtime. You can maybe just bet that and call it a day. But I think, like I said, I'm leaning towards maybe just an under for this game. It's due. Like I said, I always say if water finds its balance, whether it's here or in the UA break room, water always finds its balance. What's going on in MLB tonight? I know it's a getaway day, so we had a couple series wrap up yesterday. White Sox winning another series. Didn't go get the sweep yesterday, but still winning a series against the Kansas City Royals. Love
They're always
seeing
on
that.
the doorstep of that sweep.
And they were close too. Coming back towards the end, Put up 3 runs. If they didn't give up, if they didn't give up the 3 runs in the top of the 9th, they would have won that game 5-4. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
However, looking pretty solid today. Got the Battle of Cleveland. We got the Guardians and the Reds. We got Marlins and Pirates. Oh, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see Ryan Weathers on Saturday? Had to leave because warming up in between innings. He's done with his pitch. He's walking off the mound, and his catcher doing his due diligence. Catches it, jumps, throws, knocks him in the head as he's walking off.
Oh my gosh!
He was trying to throw
Throw
it
down
to
to
throw down to second, trying to do one of those. But no, clocked him in the temple. Unfortunately, did not return to that game. I think he only pitched like 3 innings that day.
Oh man, no, I didn't see that.
So treated for a head injury. I don't know. He'll probably end up missing his next start if anything.
Yeah, my goodness.
Definitely a tough one there. But this ought to be a fun series, even though Bryce Harper's on the IL. Cubs Phillies. Very important for the Cubs to keep going on the NL side of things. I think do they have the best record in the NL?
I don't believe so.
Oh, Mets are 42-24. Cubs are 40-25. Dodgers are 39-27. So they're second in the NL.
Yeah.
Again, with all the crazy matchups that they've already had to play, they played the NL West for like 2 straight weeks at the beginning of the year. So good on them for just not only keeping it above water, well above that, 15 games over 500. So that's pretty solid. All the way around, be getting some pretty good baseball as of late.
Yeah, they hadn't played like an NL Central or, quite frankly, like anything outside of the West, because they were playing AL and NL West for the first, I don't know, was it 12 series of the year or something like that? It was like, what the heck?
Something like that. Floyd says the vault is done and the hockey is done.
That could be the case. We've
Let's
got
go
a
ahead and
couple
confirm
orders
that.
popping in here now. Looks like Jared closing out the hockey, so that'll be first.
I'm going to go ahead and refresh, and I want to see my favorite thing on the UA break page is that little red sold out sign. That's always my goal. And that is Correctamundo. That double box for the hockey sold out, so you're going to get to see me embarrass myself at least twice in that hockey section while I try to pronounce names. And then the single box for the vault is done as well. So we're going to guarantee ourselves a vault chase wheel spin. That's going to be fun. And obviously, just based off of when the orders came in, we'll determine if we're going to do the single first or the double box. So we'll go ahead and we'll figure that one out in just a quick second. In the meantime, exactly right. Good job, guys. Exactly right. We're going to go ahead and for sure have a chase wheel spin on the day. Love seeing that. I saw you prepared our Stanley Cup double box first.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that in that sense. So if you want to go ahead and drop me, let me type that out actually. Stanley Cup double box. Drop me 2 numbers. 2 numbers, please, for the hockey double box. Hopefully, if you are James, David, Rob, Dean, or Jared, preferably. And if you are wondering what the numbers are, they're down below on the ticker. NHL is 12, 14 through 19, 23, 24, and 26, all available. Like I said, double box. This is a great opportunity when you have 70% chance of the headliner. This is going to be the ways to go, guys.
No doubt.
So as soon as we get this hockey double box, we'll go ahead and get on to the vault single afterward. But that's if and only if we get some box numbies. If not, we will go ahead and hit that little wheel. I'll make sure we're out of 30, correct, just in case. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds because I know we got a little bit of a delay across the board. So maybe like I'll go one more rotation around on the ticker wheel down below. So once I see this practice squad go through again, that's when we'll go ahead and hit the wheel. Otherwise, or if you guys can give me a number in between that time. So Like I said, hockey double box on the way. Preferably if you are James, David, Rob, Dean, or Jared. If you can drop me 2 box numbers, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, like I mentioned, we'll go ahead and hit the wheel to determine what we're working with. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have to do a Dayquil, NyQuil cocktail later today. I can already feel it.
Fun.
Hopefully not at the same time. I don't think you probably shouldn't take Dayquil and NyQuil at the same time, but your body would just be all over the place. You'd be falling asleep and waking up all at the same time. Alrighty,
I think head to the wheel.
Yeah, I think we're going to hit the wheel on this one there, folks. So I'm going to go ahead and pop over the randomizer. Once you see that on my screen, all number suggestions will be excommunicado. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel twice, and we'll see what we're working with. First up is 27. 26 is the closest, so we're going to go with 26. And box number 3 or 4. Box number 4. Let's see what that is closest to. That would be closest to 12. So 12. So we're just gonna get the bookends. 12 and 26. 12 and 26. Let me get that off of our ticker. 12 and 26. Alrighty. So while we do that, let me hop on over to our names. And we got to go 10 times around, folks. 10 times around to determine our teams, not our divisions, but our teams here in the NHL Stanley Cup section. 10 times. Bang. So here we have it. Rob, you are in the Stars, the Hurricanes, and the Canadian section. Jared, you are in the Penguins, Ducks, and Leafs section. Dean, you have the Bruins, the Wild, and the Islanders. Jared, you also have the Flyers, the Flames, and the Predators. Dean, you have the Rangers, the Jets, and the Oilers. Back to you, Jared, and the Blackhawks and the Panthers. Go Blackhawks. David, you have the Red Wings and the Lightning. And then James, following us out, you have the Avalanche and the Kings. Alrighty, guys and gals. Good luck, good luck, good luck. First of the day. Box number 12 and 26 called out by our wheel. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Hopefully, like I said, our guy Mike is on standby, so when I completely fumble over these names, do our best impersonation of "you can always finish our sentences" type deal. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. I just want to make sure who we're working with. Don't want to overlook it. Here we go. There's our guy. Ooh. Well, don't need you on this one. I can pronounce this one. Pretty easy. Actually, saw him for a little bit. I think you can correct me if I'm wrong. Believe he just retired. Headliner, Marc-Andre Fleury on the goalie mask.
Ooh, very
Look at that
nice.
beauty piece right there. Marc-Andre Fleury on the goalie mask. That is a wild hit. That's a Minnesota wild hit. So that would be our guy. Let's see quickly. Why am I overlooking it? That's going to be Dean. Dean on the win right there in the Bruins, Wild, and Islanders section.
Very nice.
That's fun right there. We see the signature right up top. Looks absolutely fantastic. The Fanatics cert right there. Where's my finger? There it is. Bang, bang, bang. You go ahead and scan that with your smart device. You can figure out where Marc-Andre Fleury signed it. When, what time, what day. This is an absolutely fantastic piece right there. Love the detail that goes in these masks at any point in time. And yeah, a nice little switch up. Exactly right. Not a football helmet, but we got a hockey helmet right here. Not a nice little goalie mask. Right, here we go. So congratulations, Dean. Marc-Andre Fleury, absolute dog right here on the goalie mask.
Yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury just retiring, as you mentioned. He played quite a long time, won 3 Stanley Cups with the Penguins. He was not the starter for one of those, but he was still, of course, on the roster, and then went over to the Vegas Golden Knights. They kind of stabbed him in the back, and then he made his way over to the Chicago Blackhawks for a little stint.
Had a
That
cup
was
of
fun
coffee with
time.
us.
Yeah, and then over to the Wild. So he's had quite the career, and he was a prankster. He was the guy that would play as many pranks as possible on his teammates behind the scenes. So
Nice.
love that personality in the league, and they're definitely gonna miss that.
You need that. You need at least one little prankster on the team. Not everyone can be so serious. That just doesn't help. Doesn't make
Right.
for a good hockey or a good atmosphere in the locker room. You need one little prankster every now and again. So Marc-Andre Fleury going home to Dean on that win right there. Nice. As one of our headliners down, but it kind of makes sense when you have a 70% chance at hitting a headliner. You're most likely going to go ahead and get a dub right there. So love seeing that. Marc-Andre Fleury going home to Dean. We ain't done. Got another box right here, ready to roll. Quickly, Mark, we're gonna slide you over just so we can have some quick space right here. But honestly, you might be popping back over just considering you are a headliner. So. Depending what comes out of here. Good luck, everybody, as we're into our second box in this double box. There we go. Brothers Keeper says, good morning, fellas. Just want to let you know I'll be sharing for your link across for all social media platforms. Love the breaks. Have had great luck so far. Thank you. Exactly right. Please like, share, subscribe.
Absolutely.
Make sure this break page grows and grows and grows. Veterans program. There you go. Let's see what we're going on today. Let's get exactly right. Let's see what's going on today. There. Brothers Keeper. Love that. Like I said, anytime, like I said, like, share, subscribe, send us all the way around. Making sure we're doing that. This is fun. Ooh, this is fun. And another one I was able to pronounce, actually. On the, again, interesting. On the Zamboni machine, it's going to be Pavel Datsyuk. Look at that. Look at that. So right down here, you can see, let me actually pull this out of the plastic bag here. So right here on the ice part, there you go, Pavel Datsyuk. Like his little signature right there on the Zamboni toy. Absolute fantastic Zamboni collection. Man. And they got the Fanatic cert on there as well. This is one of those things as a collector. Didn't know this existed. Now this is all I'm going to be seeking after. These are absolutely fun to look at. A absolutely fantastic piece right there. That's a Red Wings hit. And that's going to be going to, let me quickly see. It's going to go to David Merrick on that one. Nice hit. We were talking about that earlier. Derek asking if Red Wings are pulled, maybe you can get a trade going. So maybe that could be the case. So David, congratulations going home with the Pavel Datsyuk Zamboni collection, the Zamboni car. Absolutely nice piece right there. Love that.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Again, one of those things, like I said, didn't know that existed. Now it's all I'm going to be looking at it and seeking after. I would love Zamboni. Always wanted to ride a Zamboni. Always wanted to ride the Zamboni. I'm actually going to leave this out. I'm going to leave this out. This is fun. Nice little piece. I'll leave this out for a little bit. Till we get some, we get anything else going right here. I know exactly right after this, we're going to have a Vault single. So I'll go and write you up on that one as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get that. It's fun.
And we've got that Vault single up next. And of course, those names will be put into the Chase wheel spin.
Exactly right. There we go.
Everything is back up on the break page for you guys to buy back into if you need to.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, as always, for keeping us organized, ready to roll on that side of things. But we're going to go ahead and also get into the deep ball single vault. So let's go ahead and get that going. Deep ball single number 8. Please drop. one number. Derek asking David, who is your team if you want to trade? Go ahead and hop back into that hockey section, folks. Floyd says the wheel. We can oblige. The dude abides. We'll go ahead and hit that wheel. Let me hop over there. Oh, wrong wheel. We have like 40 wheels over here. Just want to make sure. There we go. So vault. We're looking at 8 boxes. I might make a picker wheel. It might be a little easier to make a picker wheel for this one. So bang, 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 bang. Let's see what we're working with on the vault. Apologies, guys. Let me quickly make this vault picker wheel just going to be a little bit more accurate than hopping in back and forth like that. 6, 8, 8, 14, 17. Of course, it just passed by on the ticker wheel. There we go. Keep going, guys. 6, 8, 14, 17, 20, 28, and 30. Alrighty. Alrighty. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that how many are left? We should have 8. Hold on a second. 6, 8, 14, 17, 20, 28, and 30. Which one did I leave off?
6, 8, 14, 17, 20.
Okay, no, I guess we're good. So in that case, let me go ahead and hit that one then. Bang. Up on the randomizer. We're going to go and spin around and around we go.
Where is our...
We're going to land on 17. Bang. So box number 17, please and thank you.
What do you have? You got 6, 8, 14, 17,
20.
26.
Oh, 26 was missing?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let me put that back up there on the board. Let me take 20 and put 26 up, and let me take 17 off. All right, now we're accurate.
You still want to go down, right?
Yeah, actually, no, you're right. Let me spin around again. Yeah, let me do that one more time. Just to actually give that the opportunity. My apologies on that one. Spin around again. Let me give that equal opportunity because 26 was not up on the board, and it's gonna land on 26. So there you go. Actually, so we are switching it up. So 26 is gonna be the accurate number. Apologies on that one. So we always do double checks. Bang bang. 26 now the accurate number. Giving everything equal opportunity to get up there and get picked. So let me go ahead and actually get everyone else all named and organized as well. Going into the list randomizer, and we go 10 times around. And 10 times it is. Bang. Like I said, guaranteeing ourselves a chase wheel spin on the day because of this vault. But here we go into our divisions. Joseph, you have the NFC North. Gary, you have the NFC South. Armando, you have the NFC East. Joseph, again, back in the AFC West. Josh, you have the AFC North. John, you have the AFC South. Marissa, I'm gonna go with Marissa. My apologies if that is incorrect. AFC East, you have the AFC East, Marissa, and then Josh Rouser, you have the AFC West. Good luck, everybody. Box number 26, called out by our wheel. Bang, bang, bang. Ready to roll, ready to roll. Again, had to go around again just to make sure that we give every box an equal opportunity to get picked. Let's see what we're working with. Good luck, good luck, good luck, everybody. And I think it's just one of those things where, You know, aren't you like one of those things? Like, aren't you glad you know when you actually do the things right, good things happen? Because bang, out comes a headliner. It's LaDainian Tomlinson on the Authentic right there. It's an AFC West hit. It's gonna go to Josh Rouser on that one with the NFL MVP inscription from 2006. I mean, to say he had a monster year is still an understatement. Still an understatement. One of the best fantasy years. Is the best fantasy year of all time. Absolutely crazy. LaDainian Tomlinson, an absolute dog. AFC West hit for Josh Rouser. Big hit, big dub right there. And again, one of those things again. Glad we added it back on there. So there we go. That wins. Floyd says the South sucks. I mean, to each their own. Hey, there's been some big hits, but I mean, still had an opportunity. There's still some bonus bangers lurking. I mean, we've just been headliners across the board. Jacom saying congrats. Again, whoop, whoop, cheers, folks. To you as well. Love the positivity always that our guy Jacom comes in with. Absolutely love it. But again, congratulations, Josh, on that big hit right there. That's LaDainian Tomlinson. It's LT. That's some people's LTs. I think that's my LT.
Yeah.
Just because grew up with that. There we go. LaDainian Tomlinson on the Authentic.
Very nice, guys. And now we have ourselves a Chase wheel spin on top of it.
Exactly right. Guaranteeing these 8 names or more are going to get into that Chase wheel spin. Let's go ahead and keep going there, folks. Nice hit, nice hit. Excuse me. LT LaDainian Tomlinson, dog. He's gonna say it's a nice little smorgasbord of what we got so far. We got some football, we got some hockey, a little bit of collectible hockey as well. Love that. Absolutely fantastic. Love the Zamboni. Congrats again, guys, everywhere around. Where are we headed to next? Folks? I'm going to go ahead and hit the refresh on the break page, see what we're closest on now. Wide open on a couple different spots. I see we're 3 to go in the can't miss jerseys and minis. I'm going to go ahead and now drop that link down below as soon as that wants to load up for me. Solid names across the board in that can't miss jerseys and minis. 23 boxes, 16 headliners there. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and drop that down below. That's the double box, too. So, a can't miss jerseys and minis double box. 3 to go there. Three to go there, and that can't miss jerseys and minis double box. Wide open on the football, the vault again. Open on the hockey again. 6 to go in the double box diamond. Wide open on that college half and half. Make that college half and half fully full. Also 3 to go still on that diamond single. So that'd be fun to get to as well. But personally, like I said, with the double box, with the jersey mini being a $45 spot, being a $90 spot in the double, that'd be fun too. Like I said, it's a nice little. It's like a starter package to your collection, whatever you might be starting off with. Maybe it's a jersey, maybe it's a mini. Minimal space that it's taken up in your house or your apartment, or like you said, maybe you're throwing up on the wall, maybe you're throwing in your man cave or your she shed. It doesn't matter because it's going to be much less space taken up than a full-size helmet. But obviously, full-size helmet is the meat and potatoes of everything that you want in your collection. So, to each their own. To whatever you want to gather, collect, whatever you're looking for, we got it. So hop on in, guys and gals. Just past the 10 o'clock hour here in the Central Standard Time Zone. Good morning, as we have 14 people across the board here on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitch, and YouTube. Looking good. Failed to recognize that Armando, this was his first purchase. So first-time customer Armando, let me know if you're down still in the comment section there, Armando. Unfortunately, didn't get the dub. That was our guy Josh getting that one in the last one. But however, like I said, Armando, if you're here, let us know. What's your squad? How'd you hear about us? Where'd you find us? We can help you point in the right direction of your squad, or if you're just chasing anyone in particular, we can let you know there. Because we got Bijan Robinson across the board, Kurt Warner in a couple spots, Bo Jackson, AJ Green, Dan Moreno, Joe Montana, Joe Burrow, Randy Moss, you name it. Probably got that legend just lurking and chilling. So let us know where you want to go, folks. We are simply the steers of you guys. You guys guide the ship. You guys put all the fuel into it. We just kind of turn the wheel. We're basically like when you're a little kid, when you sit on dad's lap to play with the car. Like maybe you're during the wheel. Maybe you're probably still not working the wheel. You're kind of just putting your hands on it, but he's still putting on the brake, pressing the gas. So we're kind of here having fun. But you guys, like I said, you guys are the drivers. You guys are the ones that take care of the UA break room. So, boys in the direction, and we will go. Already been fun. Like I said, already guaranteeing ourselves a chase wheel spin on the day. That would be, well, everybody in this list right here. So John, Armando, Marissa, Joseph, Josh, and Gary. You all have an opportunity at a chase wheel spin with some UA cash possibly going back to you in your pocket. Looking good. Let's keep today going. Let's keep the flow going. Hopefully all was good yesterday. Here in the UA break room, I think it was.
I know they had Dom and Robbie in the morning covering for you and me. So a little bit of a change up there.
Yeah.
Probably some fun shows. I'm not sure.
What were you out doing yesterday?
I was at a hunt convention.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
I was over here in Rosemont. They do it in June so that, it's not during the season.
Oh, so when I was leaving the airport, that's why I got stopped, because you guys were having a horror show? Or
maybe.
Stevenson Convention Center? It was like 10 o'clock I was leaving from the airport.
PM?
No, AM.
Oh, AM? It was still going on.
Had the Paul Blart Mall cops out there stopping us.
Yep. That was us.
That's okay. Rather have that than there's a couple other conventions that come by every year that are just a little bit more creepier. I would say some of them are a little more creepier than the horror show. The furries. Sorry.
There's some interesting groups of people within the groups of people. So yeah, I don't get me wrong. I like they went parading around. I give them credit. Like they went parading around that Rosemont. The Parkway Bank area in costume, and I was like, it's June and all these other people are out here to see like a live band concert, or they're like out like eating with their families, and now they gotta see you. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know if I would I don't know if I would do that. Like that's a little much. Like stay in the convention, you know?
That's true. Stay within the convention, stay within your means, but you had an interesting one. How was the ravioli you had from that guy's pocket? I gotta get you on that one. That was just downright foul.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm not proud of that moment. It was out of a fanny pack, but I don't know where that fanny pack's been.
I get it. You're Italian, but there's limits. There's got to be limits, my guy.
It was a very cold Chef Boyardee ravioli, so I think that makes me less Italian now because of the fact that it's Chef Boyardee and it was out of a fanny pack.
Store-bought.
Yeah, honestly, that was the Madagascar version. I
can only imagine the guy's hands were very clean. Oh.
Yes, that's another aspect to it as well, which, when you get fed ravioli by a haunt actor, it's 100% not going to have any germs on it whatsoever. Yeah, totally. He had me eat one of his candies later on, which was like a warhead,
Okay.
and but it wasn't straight up warhead, so
Okay.
I ate it. It was fine. It was good.
Man. You said, yeah, I guess you recovered from your cough and you're like, yeah, you know what? Let me try again. Let me do this one more time.
I hadn't actually, but then when I did the hot ones challenge, copyright purposes, the hot sauce challenge
gotcha.
on Saturday, that cleared up my cough real quick.
That's good.
Yeah.
Some spices.
Made it to the end. Made it all the way to 10. Made it past Da Bomb Insanity.
Oh, nice.
And then number 9 wasn't bad, and then number 10 was the last dab.
Yeah.
And I survived.
I
barely.
I know I can survive heat going in. I don't like the heat coming out, if you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I try to avoid the spiciest of spices. I don't really have, again, I'm not really in that realm of like, oh, I'm the tough guy. I can for sure take Da Bomb. I'm just like, I probably could. I'm gonna say no. I'm good.
There were guys that ended up yakking.
Yeah, and that's also could be a thing too.
I can't imagine if it was bad going down, how much worse it is coming back up.
Good point. Eating should not hurt. That's a very good point there, yours.
As an Italian, I 100% agree.
And that's usually I had to mature and do that eventually too, because when you're watching the weight and stuff like that here and now and again, you're like, when the stomach hurts, that's a good time to put the fork down.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point there. Exactly right. Your eating should not hurt. It's a delicacy. It's nice. It's but should be good. But yeah, we're adding all these spices and fireworks going off and. I don't know. A lot of other added bells and whistles.
I was representing Disturbia Haunted House. I had to put the team on my back.
There you go. Had to do something. Had to do that just right.
I couldn't bow out. We don't do that. We're hockey players.
I'll ask you too. What was you were on a panel? Was it also that same realm of just like how do you get into like the horror scene or the horror realm?
Yeah, it was. Actually, they did relay races and it was like the Haunt Olympics.
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of just commentating the play-by-play of that as they were running around and stuff like that. We did get a chance to go to a couple seminars, learn some things about how to improve. We have a home haunt, so it was pro haunters teaching home haunters some tips, which is a little like you'd think that would be not the right speaker to audience, but like it is, because I mean these are the guys that have been at that level before and now have risen to the success that they're at, so it was good. And then also social media, how to go viral.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I learned quite a bit there. Some stuff that I kind of already knew from being in media, and I was like, you know what? All right, we gotta. That was the hard truth that I needed to hear out loud, and we got to rethink how we're marketing. So it was good information all over the place.
Now, again. I'm not dogging you. This is a very niche thing to get into.
Yeah.
How did you get into that? Because that's like, did you just fall in love with haunted houses as a kid? And you're just like, this is gonna be something I'm gonna end up doing.
I guess so. I get like as a kid, I liked all going to like the decorated ones, not like the actual walk through, like they jump out and scare you type thing. I was too scared for that. But then like I don't know, one day I was just like, I want to have our own, and if I'm gonna have our own, like with what we have, I might as well make it like a walkthrough.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of, and then we started going to like the big haunted houses and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, I'm not a little kid anymore. Like I can handle this, and it's fun. You know, you either have an appreciation for it or you absolutely do not. Like there's no in between. You know.
It's really cool. Like I said, it's a fun. I'm sure it's a very fun community to be a part of. It's like it's one of those things like exactly right where. Kind of not a dying art necessarily, but just like it's very different. Like if it's very cool as doing those haunted houses stuff. So Brothers Keeper says closed out the double.
I believe that's the double. Is that in the Jersey and Mini?
That probably would be the Jersey Mini. I would hope so.
That is what moved. So
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the refresh. Brothers Keeper says Nick, Mike, we love the horror talk. But shut your yip. We got some jerseys and some minis to pull, so let's go ahead and do that. Love that. So we're going to go ahead and do that exactly right. This is going to be a can't miss jersey / mini number 4 double box. Please drop 2 numbers. Thank you. dropping me 2 numbers, preferably if you are in, let's see.
There's that.
I know there's, like I said, I know there's a little bit of a delay across the board, so if we want to go ahead and drop those numbers, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, we'll wait a little bit, maybe a 30 some odd seconds, maybe up to a minute. Between what numbers? It would be under the can't miss. So 1, 4, 5, 7 through 10, 12, 13, 15, 17 through 26, and then 28 through 30. So again, if you it's just the can't miss is just passing by right now. So 1, 4, 5, 7 through 10, 12, 13, 15, 17 through 26, and 28 through 30. All down below. If you can kind of see right there, my guy, right there. Can't miss. Scrolling across the board. I'll let that go by one more time, and then otherwise we'll go ahead and so these guys right here. Still following along with my finger. That's the can't miss section. So again, preferably if you are Ricky, Josh, Dustin, Alfred, Bill, or Rick, that would be the preferable names to go ahead and drop the numbers. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and hit the wheel section in just about a couple seconds. Oh, I see 1 and 28 from Brothers Keeper. Brothers Keeper, just in case, can you drop your name just to be sure if you are Ricky, Josh, Dustin, Alfred, or Bill, or Rick? That'd be fantastic. Just because you have to be in a break to call out numbers. So I just want to confirm 1 and 20. I just want to confirm that you are in this break there, Brothers Keeper. Let me go ahead and slide the Damien over. Thank you. Very cool. Awesome. Thank you very much. He's Dustin Johnson. I will go ahead and remember that for further remembrance. 1 and 28. Bang, bang. Coming off the board. Coming off the ticker, actually. And then we'll go ahead and hit everyone's divisions. And we'll go round and round we go. There we go. And around and around and around and around we go. Let me go ahead and gather everyone's name. And we'll go around 10 times. Randomizer up, 10 times around, bang, bang, bang. Halfway go, halfway there. And there we go, 10 times. So there we go, Dustin, our box caller. You're going to be at the top in the NFC North. Josh in the NFC South. Dustin, back to you again in the NFC East. Ricky, you are in the NFC West. Alfred has the AFC North. Rick Beaver has the AFC South. Josh again in the AFC East. And Bill in the AFC West. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Box 1 and box 28. Again, called up by our guy, Dustin. Ready to roll. Excuse me. Again, love this idea. Like I said, nice little taste, a bit of both.
Yeah.
Ooh. Doesn't come with a cigar, but I still love it either way. It's Mike Ditka on the Bears threads right there. That coach right here. That's an NFC North hit. Goes to our box caller, Dustin Johnson there. Brothers Keeper getting the dub right there for the coach, Mike Ditka. Not only getting the jersey, the JSA cert right there to confirm that this is authentic as can be. And here we have it. I think it was just named. So, well, I mean, I don't know if it was official or unofficially, but someone put together an all century team with everyone from the NFC North, South, East, and West, and of course Mike Ditka representing the tight ends in the NFC North. Great hit right there, Mike Ditka, the coach. Like I said, I would love to see would love to get a cigar selection from him, but I'll take the jersey. I'll take the threads.
Yeah.
It's a JSA sticker also on there as well. It's your certification number, also with the JSA cert. Again, big hit, nice hit for Dustin Johnson. That was one of our secondary headliners off the board. So nice. Nice hit right there on the jersey. Also, one of my favorite things He's in this movie called Kicking and Screaming. You remember that back in the day with Will Ferrell? Kind of one of his movies that doesn't really get talked about all too much because it's not great by any means, but a lot of small little memes in there, I'm sure.
It's aged well.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I like the part where he comes. There's a scene where he's Mike Ditka's neighbor, or his dad is, and he talks to him, and then he brings him to practice, and then he dresses up as Mike Ditka. It's a very quick thing. It's very funny. It's like Mike Ditka just looks at him. He goes, "No." He goes, "Okay, I'll change." Like I'm a tornado of emotions right now. Great hit right there. Like I said, one of our headliners, Mike Ditka, going home. One of our newer customers here, Dustin Johnson. Bang bang, nice hit.
Very nice. All right, guys. So what are we headed towards next?
We still got one more box in this mini double.
Oh,
or
yeah,
this Jersey mini.
I'm
double
jumping
box.
the gun.
But never know exactly. I appreciate the eagerness. We are always looking for what's next. So while we are getting this other box broken into in just a second, where do you guys want to go to next? That'd be the. Let's get ahead of it. I think you were on the right pace. Let's do get ahead of it while we can.
True. Yeah.
So Mike Ditka going home to Dustin. Still one more box here. Box number 26 or 28. Apologies. Box number 28 called out by Dustin. See if we're going to get a double up opportunity here. Or if we're going to share the sugar. Share it all the way around. Ooh, and I like this. A little bit of both. One jersey, one mini. We'll see what we're working with. You get the best of both worlds. Little Miley Cyrus, little Hannah Montana action. Hoo-hoo-hoo. And continuing our trend of headliners, headlining it up. Bang, bang, bang on the flat white collection. It's John Elway on the Denver Bronco lid. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. That looks slick.
Wow.
The white, the newer version of it right there. Nice. See, it says single box, pump fake is next, his brother's keeper. I'll keep that in mind. But as of right now, it's an AFC West hit. That's going to go to Bill Warden on that one. Nice hit. John Elway on the mini. On the back, you can also see the Beckett cert. Go ahead and scan that with your smart device, whatever it may be. And you can figure out where and when John Elway signed this bad boy. Congratulations, Bill, on that hit right there.
Yeah, very nice.
Big hit.
Huge headliners coming out.
Have we only hit headliners so far? I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Ditka on the secondary headliner. LaDainian Tomlinson, Pavel Datsyuk, Marc-Andre Fleury, John Elway. Let's keep this combo going, folks. Let's go. Bill, yeah, you're right. Dustin's right. Called a great box, great set of boxes there. Nice hit. John Elway. Getting himself one, getting a John Elway, getting a headliner to somebody else. That's nice. Like I said, share the sugar. Spread it around. A little facilitating. This one is for John. Nice hit there. Bang, bang, bang. John Elway going home to Bill. Let's see. What are we working with next, folks? What are we cooking with next? I'm going to go ahead and hit the little refresh. See how close we are across the board. Hopefully you can also see one of my favorite things is that red sold out sign. That'd be my favorite thing to go ahead and see. We are 1 to go again in that pump fake diamond. 1 to go, pump fake diamond. Let's go ahead and get that. Reach across the goal line, folks. Bang, let's get it across there. Who goes back into the center? Do we put Mark or do we put LaDainian?
We do Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, I think so. I think the football gets it's going to get a lot of love all throughout the year. Not very often do we get the hockey stuff, so let's go ahead and show off our hockey gear. And like I mentioned, hockey section we're working with still, I believe, 5 headliners? 5 headliners on 8 boxes now. Thank you, very cool. So still over 50% chance of the headliner there. Some great chances there, folks. I guess I can drop. Maybe I can refresh you. I can drop that diamond single down below again, just because, like I mentioned, that is one to go. Let's go ahead and close that out. Who wants to be the box call or the closer magic there in that diamond single? We're looking for Kurt Warner on this gorgeous Speed Flex right here. Let me go ahead and show it to you. These gorgeous chromed out St. Louis Rams. St. Louis. But obviously they are the LA Rams now, but gorgeous nevertheless with the gold visor and the gold face mask. We have just been getting a slew of chrome, especially with Kurt Warner on there. And honestly, I feel like they just get better and better and better. These are an absolute gorgeous piece to look at. And obviously, as well, the Bijan Robinson slate. I'm going to get a quicker look at that one. We're going to have a closer picture. Dustin says he's trying to scoop up the last spot now, so maybe he is going to be the closer magic on that one. Let's go ahead and see. As we usually do, I'll go ahead and refresh right quick. I want to see that red little sold out sign. That's going to be the goal, folks. So we're working on it. Most likely the diamond single is going to be the next thing up. So we'll see what's going on in just a little bit. Like I said, so far so good. It's been nothing but headliners so far here at the 9 a.m. hour. 17 people across the board on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for waking up, getting the day started on this Monday. Could have been there on a Monday morning. Definitely different lyrics. I think we're just addicted to singing Creed here. I think me and Ricky do that all the time. Just whenever we get a lull, we just start karaokeing Creed over here. Down the hatch, and we're ready to roll. That's what keeps me fueled up. What keeps you guys fueled up other than our break pages and our all that stuff? Hopefully we're ready to rock and roll. Oh, you guys are making my heart hurt. I refresh and I still see one slot remaining on the single. Oh, come on. Diamond single, folks. We can go ahead and close that out. That's going to be probably the next best thing, or next closest thing to breaking, getting done in here. Or if you want to jump the line, buy yourself a rep personal and go and rip that up right away as well. Also, 5 to go on the double box diamond as well. So like I said, 2 headliners on 8 boxes. We're looking for Kurt Warner and Bijan Robinson. A 25% chance. But although the odds will go up and up and up if we pull out some bonus bangers. So we'll see how we're working with there. Like I said, who's going to be the person that takes the ball, gets it across the goal line, and gets that into that diamond section. Diamonds are all authentic or better.
And it looks like it is Dustin Johnson.
There we go. That a boy. Dustin getting us in there. Doing all the right things so far. Getting himself a dub, closing things out, calling box numbers. That's the way you do it. Control the break room. I was saying that earlier. Who's going to be the one? We got that. So pump fake. Diamond single number 11. Drop me a box number. Pump fake diamond single number 11. Please drop me a box number.
Go.
Why you mad says the wheel. Why you mad if you can confirm just who you are between. Let me see really quick. If you are Kane, Herman, Joey, Joseph, Ryan, or Dustin, or you're not, obviously I know you're not Dustin, but if you are Kane, Herman, Joey, Joseph, or Ryan, please let me know there. Why you mad at me? _YT. I will go, like I said, I'll confirm the wheel as soon as I know why you mad at me is of that. Herm, gotcha. Thank you very much,
Gotcha,
Herman.
yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. In that case, like I mentioned, we'll go ahead and hit the wheel. And like I said, that's a diamond. Diamonds are only 8 to go, so we'll make a quick picker wheel out of that one as well. So the diamonds, let's see, we need 3, 7, 9, 10, 13, 16, 18, and 27. Alrighty. Hopping on in here. We got our numbers. Ready to roll. Round we go for this diamond single. Landing on number 27. 27 it is. Let me get 27 off the diamonds. Bang. So while that's happening as well, let me go ahead and grab everyone's name. And we're going to go ahead and go around 10 times to determine our division. And 10. Alrighty. Dustin, you have the NFC North and South. Joey, you have the NFC East. Herman, our box caller, or wheel caller, has the NFC West. Joseph, you have the AFC North. Kane, you have the AFC South. Ryan, the AFC East. And Dustin back again, book ending us in the AFC West. Good luck, everybody. Box number 27 pulled out by the wheel. The wheel's been kind. Everything's been kind so far, as it's been headliners galore. Like I said, 25% chance at a headliner here between Kurt Warner and Bijan Robinson. Good luck, good luck, good luck. See what we're working with. All authentics are better here in the diamond section. Ooh. This guy had a baller of a game not too long ago. 250 plus receiving yards and a couple of touchdowns in that same game. From the Cleveland Browns is Jerry Jeudy. Nice on this nice little, it is almost like winter version, that whiteout version for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, very nice.
It's an AFC North. That's going to go to Joseph Madden on that one. Nice hit right there. The orange ink to match the orange face mask. The Beckett certification on the back. The QR code right there. You scan that bad boy. You get to know where and when Jerry Jeudy signed that. It's a nice hit right there, Jerry Jeudy, former Bronco. Had himself a nice little time there. I believe in free agency, goes over to the Browns. And still stands out, has a pretty solid season over there. I know the Browns were looking for more, but they got as much out of him as possible. So can't fault him for that. Jerry Jeudy, though, going home to Joseph Madden.
That's a nice one in the Ann Moore section.
Oh, yeah. So that means still our 2 headliners on 7 boxes now. So that headliner percentage going up just a tad bit more. Like that. Let me go ahead and get you written up there, Joseph.
Yeah, I think they named the video game after Joseph.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Madden.
Good point, yeah.
I'm sure he hears that a lot.
Ask Joseph. No, Ask Madden.
Yeah, right?
What do you want? I'm at work. I don't know if I need to run a cover 2 or not. Jerry Jeudy going home to Joseph Madden on that one. Just so, like I said, I'll keep. We got some full size already out here. We can go ahead and keep everybody out, but I'm gonna switch her up and put Mark back in the middle. I'm gonna pull on this plastic part right here. Just a little switcheroo.
Yeah.
Mark coming back to the firm. Well, looking good, folks. It's been fun so far. Hitting a couple double boxes, hitting some singles. You guys been a little bit of everything so far. Had some hockey, had some vault. Had some jersey and some mini. Had some diamond section. think the only thing we haven't had so far is a little bit of college. That'd be fun. A little college half and half would be cool. Haven't had the practice squad yet, so that'd be fun. Maybe that can be a thing too. If in the break room, if we hit one per, maybe we can do something like that. I don't know. Maybe if try and finite that idea that I'm kind of slowly thinking about right now. If us as a break room hit every single break, we should have some sort of celebration. We should have something like that. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. B. Williams saying, got some helmets and jerseys that I've won for sale. Email list down below. Go ahead and hit that email there. He's got it. He went ahead and provided it. 24 people across the board here in the morning. Good morning, everybody. 10:30 just crept up. We've been here since 9. We've been pulling headliners ever since. It's been Marc-Andre Fleury right here. We got Pavel Datsyuk, Latainian Tomlinson. We've pulled Mike Ditka on a jersey. Just pulled out Jerry Judy left and right. So guys and gals, if you want headliners, this has been the time to do it so far. Like I mentioned, pretty good on these boxes as well. If we close out some of these series, we'll get a fresh, brand new series in. So that'd be the way to go. Like I said, 24 people across the board on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube as of right now, making sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, growing this break page so we make those breaks happen even faster and faster and faster. What's better than breaking with your buddies? I was saying that too a little while ago. You get in here with your buddies. Maybe you guys are chasing after the same thing. You get a little bit of bragging rights over like, oh, I won this Marc-Andre Fleury helmet. You didn't. So now when you come over to my house, you get only to look at it. You don't get to touch it. It's mine, not yours. So get in here with your buddies. Make sure you're breaking there. Tell your grandma. It'd be fun to do that too.
We've seen a couple grandmas in the break room. Maybe a couple of grandpas. People that you tell the whole family and they'll jump right on in. Maybe they're trying to win it for a grandson or granddaughter, or maybe they're trying to win it for themselves.
That's true. That's true. Holidays are always around the corner, or birthdays. I feel like this is more you can't just like pull up to a store, go to the mall, be like, oh yeah, sorry, I pulled up to my local mall to go get my Joe Burrow signed jersey. That store doesn't exist. I don't know. Maybe there's a couple ma and pa stores that the sports store like that, but you're gonna be probably spending way more than you need to there. Hop on in here for a fraction of the price of what you would probably pay at a local card shop, or maybe going to like a flea market and and even there it's not like you're guaranteeing. Some of the guys don't guarantee like certificates of authenticity. We got that here with all those the JSA certs, the Beckett certs. We got that. The other guys do not. I would say that. So like I said, this is the more fun experience to do that. Like I said, if you're chasing after somebody individually, this is the place to do it. Like I said, you become the cool uncle, you become the cool dad, mom, grandpa, uncle, brother, whatever it may be. If you're coming in here, win yourself a helmet, and then you gift it to your family. How do you do that? I still get a pop out of my brother. I purchased a Frank Gore jersey forever ago, a couple years ago, couple Christmases ago, and he's still jonesing about it because like that's just it's very different. What opening up a present, and you're like, oh, okay, fine, another pair of socks, another shirt. Oh, a signed Frank Gore jersey. Oh, a signed Steve Young Speedflex. That's much cooler than the socks I was gonna get this year. So.
Yeah, right. You never heard somebody say, I wanted a new pair of boxers over something like that.
Yeah, unless you're down bad, but
yeah,
that's that's only in some specific cases. But again, when you pull out that signed memorabilia on a Christmas morning, that sticks out way more than just the regular old. Hey, I got you a gift card. Hey, I got you a mixer you're never going to use. I got you a juicer you're going to look at for 5 seconds. I would look at this for hours. Look at all this sports memorabilia for hours and hours. So like I said, guys, that's the way to do it. And do your best, too. Like I said, sometimes these breaks, so you never know exactly when these breaks are going to get broken into. say you're chasing after, maybe like I said, maybe you're looking after Jamar Chase or Puka or Brett Favre across the board. You don't know when that next vault, single, double, or quad is going to open. Maybe get a spot in all three just to guarantee yourself an opportunity at pulling whatever you want to pull. I'll refresh one more time, guys, on this break page just to kind of see what we're working with. Because we're wide open across the board, folks. Otherwise, like I mentioned, double box pump fake diamond is 5 to go there. You can maybe drop that down below if we're looking to get into another break. About 10:40. Do not have to get off anytime soon. 11:45 is our hard out just because we switch things up here. We cross some T's, dot some I's, and make sure that new producers and hosts get into the chair. But otherwise, like I said, if we're breaking, we can break all the way through that time up until about 11:45 before our little switch. So maybe a little bit. We'll see how we're looking like. But like I said, 5 to go is our closest in this pump fake diamond. Is 5 to go. Like I said, Chase wheel spin is the vault. Maybe you want to get some more names added to that vault wheel spin. As of right now, it's just the 8 that we initially had from the beginning. So John, Armando, Marissa, Joseph, Josh, and Gary all gonna have a chance at a Chase wheel spin at some cash, at some UA cash going back into their pocket. If you want to join those names, make sure you get into a vault break and needs to be get broken into. So let's get another diamond single, or excuse me, let's get another vault single, maybe get a vault double going, get your name in there twice, get into that vault quad box, get your name in there 4 times around. But considering there's only 7 boxes, I don't think we're going to have a quad. I don't think we have a quad box up right now.
I don't think we do.
Still, that would be the case, though. If you were to get into a Chase wheel spin and you get into the category and that gets broken into, if it's quad box, your name gets in there 4 times. I think it's a nice little, like I said, more added incentive each and every time to get stuff broken into, to get things going. Like I said, it's been fun so far. Let's have some more fun now. More headliners. It's looking good, like I mentioned, between that. Still looking at the NBA stuff between the winner, whoever wins the NBA Finals, whoever's team is represented by the Thunder or the Pacers. Excuse me, going to be going home with $750 in a UA gift card.
So we have Ty Percival, who won the gift card for the 3-pointers.
Okay.
And then we have either Steven Lenhart or Ronnie Sayer represented. Steven has the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ronnie has the Pacers. So one of them is going home with a $750 gift card if they win the finals with their team. Well, somebody is going home with a $300 gift card for at least making it to the finals.
That's pretty good.
We already sent out gift cards to Stephen Plecki and Sean Schumann, who had the Timberwolves and the Knicks. Those are $150 gift cards for the conference final runner-ups.
Nice. Gotta like that added incentive. Stick with a team. You're rooting for that guy, like rooting for those people. Not just, like I said, maybe just a little selfishness. You want to get your UA cash up and up, but hey, still works from some entertaining stuff all the way across the board. Yeah, our guy Ronnie, usually our big guy in here, usually racks in some dubs. He's got the underdogs here in the Pacers, so that'd be fun to see that. Otherwise, sorry, who's got the Thunder?
Thunder is Steven Leonard.
Gotcha. Also, Steven rooting for the Thunder there too. Like I said, big showing last game. Maybe he's gonna be rooting for them to continue that dominance. That's gonna be fun. And you said Ty won the 3-pointer gift card. That is gonna be slowly growing and growing. As of right now, $285 and plus, because they will be shooting some more threes in game 3, 4, and 5. But what are we looking at, folks? Creeping up almost 15 minutes until 11 o'clock here. If we aren't close on anything else, maybe we'll do our chase wheel spin at that time. But if we get that 5 down to 3, if we get that 3 down to 1 in that diamond double box, that would be the goal there, folks. And get another diamond broken into. Otherwise, also 6 to go on that hockey single. Otherwise, wide open just about everywhere else, guys and gals. So looking good. Looking good. Fun to see. Like I said, I already talked about a couple other things across the board. Got Rays and Red Sox later on. Oh, my goodness. I guess I won't be catching that. I'll probably catching some Z's instead if I keep yawning this way. Otherwise, Braves and Brewers. Braves coming off a little bit of a embarrassing sweep of the Giants. We'll see how that goes. Every time I felt like they were just 500 and they were coming back. They were start off the season pretty poorly, 0-7. Now they're kind of slowly getting back into gear, but now they're 10 games below 500 again. So so far a disappointing year for the Braves, to say the least, especially if you're a Braves fan. Blue Jays and Cardinals also up there as well. A's and Angels over on the West Coast tonight, as well as the Dodgers and Padres. Always a fun matchup. And then Mariners and Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks getting some bad news. Corbin Burns going to be out the remainder of the year. Tommy John surgery.
Yeah,
that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Again, it's gonna make it even tougher now to compete in that NL West. 3 games below 500 now. It's just gonna, like I said, it's just gonna be tough looking up on that one. I mean, for what it's worth, Merrill Kelly still having a pretty solid year. 6-2, 3.43 ERA. He's gonna be their ace from here on out. You know, Brandon Pfaadt is also up there as well. Usually, I think he just gave up an all hitter the other day. He gave up 8 straight hits. I think they benched him after that. Excuse me. We just had the French Open finish up yesterday. Bit of a busy weekend for sports between Stanley Cup Final, NBA Finals, just baseball all the way around, a full slate yesterday. The French Open concluding, probably had some golf in between as well, and then Sovereignty just won the French the stakes, the Belmont Stakes. So crazy weekend in sports.
Wasn't Sovereignty the one that won the why am I drawing a blank? Kentucky Derby?
Yep.
Wow. So going for the is it a Triple Crown?
It would be the Triple Crown. It'd be what 3 races make up the Triple Crown? For horse racing, of course. Why is it not telling me? Come on now. The Preakness Stakes.
Okay. When do they host that one? Does it say?
Let's see. That'll be. Oh, that was May 17th.
Oh, okay.
So May 17th just passed. Who won? Let's see. Journalism.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay.
So journalism. So obviously, yeah, exactly. Sovereignty, not an opportunity to win the Triple Crown, but still, 2 out of 3 ain't too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good horsey. Earned his carrot. I'm not Seabiscuit. I'm Penelope Cruz. It's from Family Guy. The good stuff there, folks. I guess if there's any controversy across any of these sports, it would have to be kind of right now the lack of design on the NBA floor. And I'll ask you about that one. Do you have
boy.
do you have any takes on that? Because I'm actually with the internet on this one. I feel like it's very lazy by the NBA to not do a little bit of decorating. They put the digital NBA final logo out there. That doesn't do anything for me personally.
Yeah.
And it's just also funny. Again, another point point out by the internet. You can go crazy for an in-season tournament, make these floors all bonkers and blue and red and green, but you
Yeah.
can't just put the tiniest little trophy up there for the NBA finals. No, I don't know. What are we doing?
You kind of got to do something,
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to find out right now because I'm pretty sure the NHL didn't put the Stanley Cup Finals logos right inside the blue lines like they normally do.
No, they didn't do that. They dropped the ball too.
Yes, similar there, where it's like, what are we like? Why are we not making things special?
We used to
anymore?
be a country. We used to be a civilization.
No
We used to have
doubt.
standards. Now we got nothing. Got no backbone. What are we looking at, folks? Like I said, if we're not breaking anything in about 10 minutes or so, if we're not creeping up on anything, we'll hit that chase wheel spin, clean up around here, and then we might be heading out around 11-ish. But like I said, that's up to you guys. If you guys want to keep going, we'll keep going. If you're slowing down, we'll wrap up. We'll get everything ready and get you all set for the 12 o'clock show. Every day at 9 a.m. breaks, 12 p.m. breaks, 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. All ready to go like clockwork. We're here when you are as well. May not always be doing business, but always open. That is the gesture there, folks. And like I mentioned, let us know if you're chasing after someone individually. Shout it out. I'm going to point you in the right direction. Or if you just have a team, a general team you're looking for, can help you in that section too. Some great names. Way to clean up the board, by the way, Mike. So we walked in, it was just a kind of a hurricane of names all over the place. So keeping us nice and tidy.
No problem. I like a clean room here.
Yeah,
So
it
we're
helps.
all organized. We know what we're
helps.
giving out to you at home. And you guys have the best opportunities in our shows then to win what you are paying for.
Exactly right. But keep the momentum going, folks. Keep everything up and going. It was headliners galore here. Like I said, if we're just talking into the void, we'll get going on the chase wheel spin in about five odd minutes or so. But like I said, keep it going. Keep the orders up. Keep it going. We'll go ahead and keep breaking until the crack of dawn. So I think, is our UA After Dark backing up? And yeah, I think so. So I saw that Nightlight series. I think I saw that notification pop up this past week. Looks like the Nightlight is back up and going. Nice. Do. Oh, gotcha. So, ready to roll all the way across the board. Making sure we're looking good. 14 people now across the board here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube side of things. Oh, man. Like I said, had some good wrestling as well between all the craziness that was all the sports this past weekend. Worlds Collide was the first time in almost 30 years since the first Worlds Collide, which was AAA and WWE coming together. Again, everyone on the internet likes to complain. I thought the show was fine. It's one of those shows. I don't want to say a throwaway show. Just that means that, all that was for nothing. But, the matches weren't for storyline. They were simply to have these guys from AAA kind of introduce themselves and kind of showcase what they can do. Because in my mind, it's probably one of their dreams, if not their biggest dream, to be working for WWE in any sort of capacity. So to still represent their company, AAA, represent Mexico, the country that they're part of, and just to go up there, like I said, on one of the biggest showcases of them all on WWE stage, pretty cool. So everyone complaining about the match quality. I don't know. These guys and gals showed up and showed out. They had themselves a fun time. I think it was an enjoyable show. Hit the right demographic. They were in California. They were Bakersfield Is it Bakersfield?
Which one is that?
Bakersfield, California, or is there not Baker Square? That's the
No,
restaurant.
yeah. That sounds about right.
I think it's where corn. Bakersfield, California. That's where corn is from.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bakersfield, California. Some people also they're dogging on him because they're like, oh, the seats are empty. What's going on? Of course, yeah, no, I'm a big AEW guy. Of course, that tribalism thing online is, attack when you can. But apparently there were some big protests going on around that time too. So, it just made a big pain to get back into the arena for that thing. So, it sucks that it happened. It, made the start time for a lot of people and made it visually, like optics wise on the screen. It made it look pretty bad because there was like a bunch of empty seats. But it's just like, it filled in.
People will find anything to complain about, though.
1,000%. And especially wrestling fans. Being one, I can say that. Like,
yeah,
wrestling. If who hates wrestling the most? Wrestling fans. It's beyond crazy. It's so funny. But no reason to spread hate. Just spread some love here in the UA break room, folks. Because we got some great pieces all the way across the board. What are we looking to get into? What are we seeking after? If you guys want to let me know, guys can always let you know what we're looking for. Deborah says, "Love it, awesome content." Right back at you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Let us know what your squad is there. We can point you in the right direction there also. Yeah, there's some good wrestling across the board, good sports all around this weekend. It's been solid. It's been fun. One of those things also where, like I said, coming off the vacation, I was away from work for the first time, and man, I haven't taken an actual vacation going somewhere since my high school senior year, I think. It's going on 10 years now. That's crazy to think. But yeah, that was a nice little change of pace too. We got like I said, can't really tell that I was in Florida based on my still pastely white arms, but that's because we had one day of sun, one day of sunny, and I'll be honest, I'm glad that's all we had because it was hot down in Florida, hot.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that is a good reason then. If it's still that hot without the sun, but at the same time, though, how long were you down there? Was it 5 days?
Landed Wednesday and came back Sunday. So,
yeah. So, but I mean, still, you'd like a little bit more sun, right?
Yeah, it'd been good. But I'm also I also failed to pack a swim trunk. But I also didn't have time to go hit the pool at all. We were just at the parks from dusk till dawn, hitting everything, getting everything. I think we literally did all the big rides that weren't closed. So that was the big goal, and I think we accomplished that. So it was unfortunately, Thunder Mountain was closed at Magic Kingdom, so couldn't go on that one. The other mountain was open, Space Mountain was open, so that was cool. Like I said, tried out the new Tron ride, got on the Guardians ride at Epcot, which everyone and their mothers rant and raving about. It's a fun ride. It is very much worth the probably 2+ hours you're gonna have to wait for. It might, eventually it'll cool down, but a lot of the hype people, the people that like, And of course, one of those things like you go on a trip, you say all the words, and now all your feed is just that. Like I've been getting nothing but Disney, Disney stuff on Facebook, Disney like recommended pages on YouTube and Facebook too. All the videos are like, oh, top 5 attractions at Magic Kingdom, top 5 attractions at Epcot, and
They're
like,
listening in.
Yeah, I go 100%.
I'm gonna get them now too.
The good one, there was the actual good video, and we'll creep up on the Chase wheel spin in just a little bit. I'll buy you guys a couple more minutes when I talk about this. Friday Beers on YouTube.
Yeah.
They did their Epcot drinking and food around the world. So they ranked the food and the drink. They slowly got sloshed as the video was going out, but still, I like their content. They were pretty funny. Didn't do any drinking or food stuff when I was actually at Epcot because didn't feel like spending an extra $500. But still pretty cool. We got our Epcot passport stamped, so we were going everywhere.
Yeah.
So guys and gals, I'll refresh the break page. I'll see if we're closing out or closer to anything on these breaks. But if we're on the same numbers that we have been as of late. You can also let me know, Mike, on your end. Has there been an order in the past, like at least half hour? I don't think there has been.
No, we're trying to stand still.
Gotcha. So with that, we'll go ahead and we're going to take everyone's name that we see here: John, Armando, Marissa, Joseph, Josh, and Gary. And we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel, or excuse me, go to the randomizer and go around 10 times because it's going to be our Chase wheel spin on the day. So let me go ahead and show you. All 8 names ready to roll. The vault was the Chase wheel spin on the day. So congratulations in advance to whoever is going to be at the very top of our list after 10 go-arounds. Halfway to go. 6, 7, 8, 9. So right now, Joseph, if you were to keep that spot, you'd be going home with some UA cash, Brothers Keeper. Otherwise, like I said, one more chance, one more time around. We'll go ahead and see who's going to be going home with some UA cash. It's going to be Joseph Mann still, so he maintains that top spot. So Brothers Keeper, Joseph, my apologies. That was Dustin. I always get the names mixed up. So apologies, Joseph Madden. Ask Joseph. We're going to go with Ask Joseph on this one. Ask Madden. Joseph, if you want to start off down here, start off at a usual number. Usually we start off at 1 or 100. But if you have a specific number that you want to start off with, maybe like 42, if you want to feel a little Jackie Robinson, or maybe like 67 or 88. If you have any number you want to start off with there, Joseph, we will go ahead and do so. Otherwise, we do start off at 1 or 100. So again, Joseph Madden, our Chase wheel spin winner. If you want to go ahead and pick a number. Otherwise, I'll give you about another minute or two, and then we'll go ahead and spin this bad boy. In the meantime, I'll ask you, a couple of big headliners that have been pulled out throughout this entire time. Mike, what's your winner? Who's your big guy? Who's your big winner for today?
This is tough. I think my number 4 has got to be the Datsuk. Not just because it's Red Wings. I mean, Datsuk is an amazing player, but I'm the Zamboni. The Zamboni's cool. It's neat. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of tiny. So I'm gonna put the 2 authentics in the middle here. We're gonna go with the. This is a tough one. I think LaDainian Tomlinson is probably the more notable name. However, the pattern on this striping and the matte white finish on this Browns lid is really nice. So I'm actually gonna put that second. I'm gonna put LaDainian at 3, and then of course Marc-Andre Fleury. I'm biased. I got the hockey in me, but also just an absolute legend of the NHL, Marc-Andre Fleury. So Hockey Hall of Famer, first ballot for sure.
Honorable
Gotta throw him
for sure. The Mike Ditka jersey on my end.
Yeah, that's true.
I do like exactly right. I like the Jerry Jeudy pick, but for different reasons. I love the matching ink with the face mask. I love that they complementing each other. And then the 2006 NFL inscription on the LaDainian Tomlinson cannot go wrong there. Joseph, I'll give you a couple more seconds as soon as I switch over to the wheel. And then we'll go ahead and spin for you. And then get you some UA cash, and we'll get on out of here. And like I said, we'll get all set up for our 12 p.m. show. So I'll give you a little sideline out of bounds, a little couple extra more seconds. Like I said, I know there's a delay. Then we'll go ahead and hit your wheel spin here, Joseph. 5, 4, 3, 2 inbound. All right, he got it across the board. But we're going to go ahead and spin for you, Joseph. We're going to start off in this little between 1 and 100 section, and we're going to go around town. Hopefully going to get you a nice number. Just on the 99.
Oh, wow.
One away from my first ever 100 going out, but this is going to be $99 going home to Joseph Madden on that one. Nice. Very exciting right there. Just short of the big winner, the biggest winner of 100, but getting the 99th, the second percentile, would that be the 1 percentile of getting $99 back? That's awesome. So Joseph Madden, congratulations! Congrats to everyone. It's been the big winner so far today here in the UA break room. Joseph Madden going home with $99.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. So guys and gals, like we mentioned, enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the sports that are be going on today. Continue to keep breaking here on the UA break room, attacking throughout the day. Again, we're here at 12, we're here at 3, and we're here again at 6 p.m. All for you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day, folks. Any other final thoughts there, Mike, before we head on out?
No, just as you said, great show. Congrats, guys, on all of your winnings, and looking forward to seeing you guys in here. I'll be back tomorrow, but stick around throughout the rest of the day. There's still some really awesome stuff here.
Stick around for the rest of the day, and be sure to check in throughout the week for more great breaks, great sports memorabilia, and all that and tons more. So take care. We'll see you in just a little bit here in the UA break room.